Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about something that could have a big impact on your future financial stability, your state pension. And the reason we're talking about it now is because if you've been thinking about boosting your state pension, you might only have one last chance before a major deadline. If you're in the UK, you may already know that the state pension is a key part of many people's retirement income. However, the amount you receive from your state pension is directly linked to how many national insurance (NI) contributions you've made over your working life. So, if you've had breaks in your contributions, whether that's from time spent working abroad, periods of unemployment, or time spent being self-employed, your state pension could be lower than it could be. This could affect your future financial security, especially once you stop working and rely on that pension to cover living costs. But don't worry, there's still time to do something about it, and that's why today's video is urgent. If you want to know how to boost your state pension before it's too late, stick with me. The UK government has made some important changes that will limit your ability to make voluntary national insurance contributions to top up your state pension in the future. These changes are coming soon, and if you don't take action now, you could miss out on an opportunity to increase the amount of money you'll receive once you retire. So, what's going on? Well, the deadline for filling in gaps in your national insurance record is set for April 2025. After that date, it's going to become much harder, if not impossible, for most people to pay voluntary contributions to boost their state pension. That means if you have any missing years of national insurance contributions from your past working life, and you want to make up for them, now is the time to act. I know this might sound complicated, but stick with me, and I'll walk you through exactly what's at stake here, how you can take action, and what it all means for your future. The UK state pension system is designed to give everyone a basic level of income once they reach retirement age, and it works by using the national insurance system, where you make regular contributions during your working years. The more you contribute, the higher your state pension will be when you reach retirement age. However, not everyone has a full national insurance record. Life happens, people take breaks from work for all sorts of reasons, or they might have worked in jobs where they weren't paying national insurance contributions. So, when it comes time to retire, some people find that their state pension is much lower than it could be because they have gaps in their national insurance record. That's where the opportunity to top up comes in. You can pay voluntary contributions to fill those gaps and increase your state pension, but you have to act before April 2025 if you want to take advantage of this opportunity. After that deadline, the rules will change, and it could become much harder to buy back missed contributions. So, the window of opportunity is closing fast. If you're someone who has had any gaps in your national insurance record, whether it's due to periods of self-employment, working abroad, or taking time off for other reasons, now is the time to check your record and see if you need to pay any voluntary contributions. You might be wondering how you can check if you have gaps in your national insurance record. The first step is to request a state pension statement from the UK government. This is something that you can do online in just a few minutes. Once you get your state pension statement, it will show you how many qualifying years of national insurance contributions you have. If you have any gaps in your record, the statement will let you know. Now, if you find gaps, don't panic. You have the option to fill those gaps by making voluntary national insurance contributions, which will then count towards your state pension. The most common way to do this is by paying voluntary Class 3 national insurance contributions. These are the contributions you make to buy back missed years. For example, if you missed paying national insurance in a certain year due to being self-employed or working part-time, you can pay a Class 3 contribution to make up for that year. The cost of these voluntary contributions is relatively affordable, and in many cases, it's a good investment in your future pension. Each Class 3 contribution costs roughly £800 per year, which might sound like a lot up front, but when you consider the long-term benefits, it can be well worth it. If you can fill those gaps and increase your state pension, you'll get a bigger payout every month when you retire. And that extra money could make a huge difference in your retirement lifestyle. Think about it, a few extra years of contributions could mean thousands of pounds in extra pension income every year. Over the course of your retirement, that could add up to tens of thousands of pounds in extra money. And the great thing is, these voluntary contributions are relatively easy to pay, especially when compared to the amount of money you'll receive in return. It's really a case of paying a small amount now to secure a much bigger income in your retirement. So, what happens if you don't act before the April 2025 deadline? Well, the bad news is that once the deadline passes, it's going to be much harder, and in some cases, impossible, to fill in those gaps. You might still be able to pay voluntary contributions, but the process will be more complicated, and you might not be able to buy back as many years as you can now. The government is tightening up the rules, and after April 2025, your chances of boosting your state pension could be severely limited. If you miss this window of opportunity, you could end up with a lower state pension than you deserve. That means when you retire, you could find yourself struggling to make ends meet because your pension isn't as high as it could have been. It could also have a knock-on effect on your financial plans for retirement, and no one wants that. So, if you want to avoid this situation, you need to act now. Don't wait until it's too late. Check your national insurance record, figure out if you have any gaps, and if you do, make sure you pay those voluntary contributions before the April 2025 deadline. I know it might seem like a lot to process, but trust me when I say that this is one of those things that's worth doing now rather than putting off until later. If you wait too long, you could end up with fewer options and less money in the long run. And remember, this isn't just about numbers on a screen, it's about your future financial well-being. The state pension is something that a lot of people rely on in retirement, and if you can boost it now, it could provide a much more comfortable retirement later on. So, don't miss out on this opportunity to increase your pension. Finally, don't forget that the government has made this information easy to access. The process to check your state pension statement and make voluntary contributions is simple, and you can do it all from the comfort of your own home. All you need is a bit of time and effort to get your state pension statement, check your record, and make any necessary payments. It might feel like a small task now, but in the long run, it could pay off in a big way. So, take control of your retirement planning, and don't let the April 2025 deadline catch you off guard. That's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you found this information helpful. If you're someone who's thinking about boosting your state pension, make sure you check your national insurance record as soon as possible. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to help out. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content on financial planning and retirement tips. Until next time, take care of your finances, and I'll see you in the next video.